Right then. All right. I got a little time before I gotta hit the road here to go to work. Um, I kind of slept in this morning, punched a couple of snooze buttons, but looks like it's gonna be a glorious day. Um, Temperatures today are only projected to just maybe touch 80 degrees, so the heat wave is over. Yes. Humidity's still there, but that's because it rained last night. So we did get rain last night. Um, I don't know how bad. I don't know if it was storms. I don't know. I was sleeping like a brick. Um, but this morning I went out and checked the driveway, and it has not washed out. Um, but the concrete sealer that I tried to use as a glue is nowhere near as good as the glue. When I walk on it, I can feel the stones and the gravel shifting under my feet, so that means it didn't lock them in. The glue, um, you walk on it and it's solid. The stones don't shift under your shoes unless you twist or do any aggressive movements. Otherwise, it's locked in place. So the driveway sealer experiment, in my opinion, did not work. But the driveway did not wash down onto the concrete apron there. I don't know how aggressive the rain was last night. I'm looking at the lawn right now next to the house where I have another trout stream forming every time it rains, and I'm going to try to mitigate that problem by putting grass seed down so that the roots from the grass hold the soil in place. That's how you control soil erosion. I just haven't scattered the seed yet. I don't see any evidence of a downpour event. Normally I would see pine needles all pushed up into little ripples, uh, showing me that it was a heavy downpour, but I don't think it was. I think it was just a gentle rain, which would have been perfect if I would have had the grass seed down already. That would have been perfect for watering it in. I don't want to put the grass seed on this hill prior to a rain event and have that rain event be real aggressive and literally wash all my grass seed down into the lake. No. Speaking of the lake, look at this. Sunrise happened a little while ago. Yeah. Gorgeous. Some squirrels going nuts over there. Fish are feeding. I've heard surface activity while I've been sitting out here. Yep. So they're eating. Be a good morning to get out there. Anyway, yeah. So the concrete sealer did not act like a glue. So I think if I'm gonna lock in all this gravel, um, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and buy the expensive glue. Trouble is, I can't get it locally anymore, so I'll probably have to order it online. Yeah. Oh well. My dad sent a long-winded text yesterday covering several different topics, and since I was driving, spent the most of the day driving, I didn't respond. And then when I got home last night, I right away started diving in on that driveway project, made some dinner, and went to sleep. So this morning he chimed in and asked if he had sent too much information in one text. And I responded, said no. I told him, I said I was driving, I couldn't respond. I jumped into a big project when I got home. So I replied to all of his questions and suggestions and stuff this morning. Um, and yeah, so that's taken care of. Mia, um, once again today, is having to go to the job site and sit in the oppressive heat in that gutted out house while they work on it. Now they're doing a cleanup right now. The house apparently, um, when they bought it, still had stuff in it: old furniture, clothes, junk, garbage, things like that. So they're going through the house. The purpose of this mission is to go through the house, clean up all this stuff, and clean it up so that they can start to work on it in a clean environment. Kind of along the lines of how I do things too. But like I said, she's not happy at all, both with them. Squirrels are nuts. Both with them and with the situation. Her daughter goes in for a major surgery um, tomorrow. No, today. And Mia can't be in her presence. Um, her family thinks she has COVID, which she doesn't. It's not COVID. The symptoms are interesting, but it's not COVID. But she didn't go and get tested for COVID either. So we don't actually know that either. But I don't think it's COVID. But she can't be around her. So the surgery is today. It's pretty intense. Um, and it's not cosmetic. Well, it is, but it isn't. Um, and I won't elaborate. But anyway, tomorrow is Wednesday, and she would be home. The daughter would be home recovering, and then Mia could visit. But the Amish Mafia has decided they're going to come back to Wisconsin tomorrow, rolling out tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So Mia explained to him the situation and how she didn't even get to visit her grandkids or the family or anything. And they straight up don't seem to care, I think. Um, Mia said, I told him, and he didn't say anything. So maybe he'll surprise her, and they will postpone the return trip till Thursday or Friday, so that Mia gets a chance to visit with her family for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Hopefully. Hopefully they're not that much heartless bastards, you know. So we'll see. Anyway, the oh shit, you're running late alarm went off a little while ago, so I better get on the road here. Um, Squatch has got vacation all week, so he's not at the shop. So like yesterday, I showed up at the store and nobody was there yet, and I didn't have to go into the building to get any parts or anything. Otherwise, I would have had to deactivate the alarm for the first time. since I've been up here. Mm-hmm. And you always want to make sure you do that right. Otherwise, the alarm goes off and the police show up, and it costs $100 some every time they get dispatched for a false alarm. You know. So if and when the time comes that I need to deactivate the alarm, I want to make sure I do it correctly so I don't instigate a unnecessary police visit. So yeah. But we're going to go in. Today I have parts. Today I have 6 calls. 2 of them are putting on parts. 3 of them. And it's going to be a full day. And not a pleasant day like yesterday. Yesterday was the ultimate drive for 6-7 hours. Work for about 1.5. Mm-hmm. Can't argue with that. All right, we'll talk at you all soon.